Welcome back to my channel, and for you guys who are new or have not yet subscribed, please do not forget to click the subscribe button. It's right there. Also, I just want to tell you guys that we are working on part 2 of our Mommy and Me series. This is a do-it-yourself series of Mommy and Me outfits. So for the first one, you guys can find the Gucci inspired Mommy and Me outfit t-shirts right down below in the description bar. And we will be working on dresses today. So today I'll be making my daughter and I a dress. The things that I'm using, just in case to make sure it's as close as possible, it's just a little onesie of my daughter to make sure that the top of her shoulders is well okay. And for me, I'm going to be using a old dress that I have, and I actually cut off the shoulders just in case I decide not to do it shoulder style, but I am planning on possibly tracing those shoulders because I've never did a shirt or a dress, so I do not know how to do shoulders yet. But I'm going to kind of use it as my own pattern, so you guys could consider that, and if that's something that you want to learn, just stick around and we will learn this together. So let's get started. First thing is first is I have these fabrics that I've recently purchased from Joann Fabrics. Now, I thought that this was the cheapest place on earth because they have coupons, 30% off here. You can find 60% off as well. But I actually remembered that Walmart has cheaper fabrics, but that's okay. This will be one of the last times, so please guys enjoy the video of this fabric. So this fabric right here that I'm working with, you cannot see the whole thing because it is hanging off the table, but this is 1 yard and a half. And I realized that it was a bit too long, but I still wanted to make it as simple as possible. So you guys know that when you go to the store, fabric is on a roll. So pretty much just imagine that this is how it looked when I got it from the store. So the same way that she cut it, this is how you guys see it now. I did nothing to it to change the way that it looked, just so that we're on the same page. So the first thing that I'm going to be working on, of course, is my dresses. I guess it's in front of me. Probably be a bit easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and cut off a piece for my shoulder. So it's already doubled, as you can see right here. Open it up, it's doubled. So I am going to go ahead and pull it up a bit. And I'm going to lay this right on top. And knowing that I'm going to leave just a little bit extra at the bottom for seam allowance. So we have that, and I'll cut a little bit higher as well for seam allowance. And I'm going to go ahead and cut right across the best that I possibly can. And for you guys who do not know, this is my first sewing project. So actually, this is my second sewing project ever, but my first with you guys. So we are going to be learning together. All right, and I'm actually going to go ahead and put this away for now. I just wanted to make sure that I save this fabric for this. Next, I'm going to go ahead and pull this up and over all this pretty fabric. It's going to be a pretty long dress. I plan on wearing this with some heels, and because I have this white at the bottom, it's easier to help hem the bottom, so I'm going to go ahead and flip it over. I'm not really that concerned about how the bottom lays because I kind of have a figure And more than likely, I'm going to be making this dress for church. And of course, if I wanted to wear it on a date night or something, I could. But I would like to be as presentable and as less showy as possible. I just would like to make sure that my shoulders, the top of my shoulders and I guess around my chest is not too loose. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this fabric in a bit. And then the rest, I think I'm going to kind of do like a curve and cut off to make it easier for me. Alright, so I have this all cut out. I'm going to move these cushions from my hip, and before I flip it over, that looks pretty even. So I'm just going to pin the corners really quick before I move this. It's starting to look like a dress to me. Alright. So since it's already open at the top, this is where they cut it at the store. They don't always, or did I cut that? I think I cut that. I'm going to just be okay with that. I'm going to do my neck. Now I'm going to go ahead and hem these. Should I hem around? Hem my opening. So I'm going to hem my neckline, my arms, and then the bottom. Guys, so pretty much I went ahead and took me forever because I'm very new at this sewing life, but I hemmed around my neck and around the bottom, so you don't have to worry about seeing that looseness. I'm just worried that my bottom is a little loose right here and if it would show later, but I don't think so. So if you guys could have less lace as possible and hem very closely to the end, that's what I would suggest, but I don't know, we're learning together. So the next thing I'm going to do is, as you guys see, I have it inside out. I wanted to go ahead and sew my sides up to the arms, and I thought about doing a split, but I'm just going to close everything all up. And I did not hem my arms because I'm still considering doing those sleeves. So once I finish doing the zigzag on my hips on the side, I will figure out. Of course, I'll come back and let you guys know what exactly I decided to do. I did my hemmings from the front and the back of the shirt, and I also just did a regular straight stitch on my arm, and when I did that, it went straight across and I cut the excess off. So I believe everything is put on, and the only thing that I will have to do is go ahead and hem the arm, because I thought about doing shoulders. You know what, I think I'm going to shoulder the shoulders, because I really don't like sleeveless dress. Even though I have this nice little tattoo right here and it can show, I still do not care for it being open. This is the dress. I have a long rectangle pretty much, and it's folded twice. What I think I'm going to do is, this is the dress. The sides are already sealed, and my shoulders are sealed. Everything is good, but the arms is kind of like naked fabric right now. So what I'm thinking about doing is getting it to look like this, and then attaching it. Let me see how it will fit. It will fit very nicely. I will put this to the top, this to the bottom. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to add a sleeve by tracing this shape onto this piece of fabric. And basically, I think I'm just going to center it and just cut a little closer to it, get that shape, but I'm not gonna cut up too much to make sure that I have enough for seam allowances. Alright guys, so I got kind of excited and I decided to do the sleeves off camera because I had no idea what I was doing. And the way that I basically did it was I pre-did the sleeve. You guys, I traced it from these sleeves here, which I am now going to save as a pattern for myself. So you guys should really find a dress or something that you don't like, cut it up, or go to the store, find one that you like at Goodwill and cut it up. And I basically just, I started with this side. I did around it. I sewed around it, as you guys can see. I didn't cut off any of the extra seam, like fabric or anything. And I hemmed the edges ahead of time because I don't like to hem like this because I find it weird. But I have no idea how this dress looks fully. I have not flipped it over yet to do the great reveal, so I'm gonna go ahead. Oh my god, my first dress, y'all. Second solo project. I think it's looking good. I really want to try this on right now. Oh my god. Okay, hold up. So, we got a little funniness going on over here. But that's okay. I don't care. But yes, look at that. When I showed y'all how I hemmed it earlier. And then I shake it off. I actually have some sort of a V-neck going on here, and the way that I cut it earlier, it's like this. I folded the shirt in half and I cutted it, so that's how I cutted it. That's how I got this V-neck shape. And I'm going to check out my sleeves. Oh my god, I'm wet. Baby, see this?
Nice.
Oh my freaking goodness. I'm gonna try it on. Alright, I would first like to thank God, who's ahead of my life, a husband who supports me. Y'all see this? Y'all see that? Wait, y'all don't see. Yeah, I see. I made this. You see the look? See that? I made this. Alright. See this stuff? I look good, ain't it, babe?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, honey. Yes. Alright. Hey guys, so right now we are focusing on baby Isabel's part of this outfit, dress, series. I don't know, but you guys get the point. So right now we are focusing on her dress, and as you guys see, I have this little piece of fabric right here. Let me explain exactly what this piece of fabric is. When I went to the store, I asked for 1/4 for her part. So this is 1/4 of a yard. Basically what she did was she cut it, and it was actually twice this size. It was like twice as long, should I say. But what I did was I pretty much cut it in, I folded it in half, and I cut it. Now, so this is a half of 1/4 of a yard, and it starts this way. So right here you see there's a fold, and then the rest is the leg. This is pretty much going to be the foundation of her dress. So if you guys would, want to try this project out this way, the way that I'm doing it, you guys could simply just start with a folded top and a long piece for her body. Now, I was able to muscle up some scraps because I had no intentions of doing shoulders on hers or mine, but I found a way to muster up some shoulders, and then I found a way to get some straps. So I was able to make kind of like these upside down triangles. You could say if it's opened up, it's a diamond, and then when you lay it to the side, this is how the shoulder would look. I don't know if you guys ever saw the shoulders that kind of hang over and then it has open at the bottom. That's what I'm looking for. So the way that it would pretty much look is kind of like this. Once I hem up these sides, I pinned up these sides, and what I would do is basically stitch this to this part, and this would just hang off, and it'll be a pretty little open underarm there. It's hot in Florida, so this will help her a lot. And I also believe that this part came from the hips of my dress when I was cutting it off. I believe that I may be putting these parts together, and then I would use this long thing as a head wrap for her. So it's pretty long, and that could be a pretty head wrap that matches this outfit. I'm not 100% sure if I'll use it, because if you can see, there's like a white side here, and I feel like the best way I could do this is if I dealt with folding it in half, stitching it that way, attaching it, and then making a head bolt. So that may be what I do, but let's just get started. So what I'm going to be doing, the same way that I did mine, I'm going to go ahead and trace a dress for her, and I cut out the sleeves because I'm going to pretty much hand figure out the sleeves. Well, for her, I didn't cut off her sleeves, I just stuck them inside of her onesie because she can still fit this. So I'm going to lay it on top of here, and I actually may be able to use some more straps. I could even go like this and only have to cut one side, and then I can use all of this for something else, maybe her headband. So alright, so you guys could focus on leaving seam allowance, but because this is very stretchy fabric, I believe that is absolutely fine if you did not have a lot of seam allowance. So pretty much what my next step is going to be is, I'm wondering if I should stitch my sides first and then cut my neckline, or should I focus on cutting my neckline first? I want to go ahead and cut her neckline. So first thing first, and I'm going to do I'm going to cut about halfway to the end and then start to go upward. So it's kind of like a little tiny swoop. Make sure you guys can see that. It's still connected on the shoulder, so I don't have to restitch that. And then her head could fit through here. I believe her head can fit through there. If anything, when I am hemming it, it will work better. It'll give her a little bit more space. So from here, I'm going to flip it inside out. And I'm going to hem the bottoms, and I believe I'm going to go ahead and actually attach the shoulders at this point. Okay guys, so right now I have already finished what I said I was going to do, which is I put I did the seam here for my neckline. I decided to put a little extra string to the back to remember what the back is, but this pretty much is the back, and this is what I decided would be my front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to turn it inside out. So this is still the back, and this is the front. And what I want to do pretty much is put on my sleeves now. So where did I put them? I believe that this is them. They're so tiny. So these are my sleeves, and where you see the pins already is pretty much would be the bottom of the sleeve. I don't know if that makes sense. That would be the sleeve that's hanging. So pretty much it will go on like this. And where this little corner is where it will meet the top of the shoulder. Just like that. I'm gonna go ahead and start pinning this. So I have my pin on the top. And I'm basically going to seal this down. I'm not going to pin it down because it's such a small piece, but I'm going to hold it, and I'm just going to do a straight down for this. Alright you guys, so this is how our sleeve is going to look. And I'm going to go ahead and do my other sleeve and I will be back. Okay. Alright you guys, so I am feeling the Sandman calling my name, but we are almost finished with this project. So basically we did these triangle shoulders. You guys see that she now has sleeves. It's not a complete sleeve like a U sleeve, but it's still awesome and pretty easy. I may also be using this for me, but I feel like it's more perfect for a baby girl. It's amazing for her actually. So now all I have to do is turn it this way, and we are going to line it up. And we are going to do a very quick and easy Z-stitch going up the side. Now if you guys were trying to hand stitch this, because that was me just like last week, it's very possible, but as everyone would always say, it just takes more time. So I'm just gonna do the sides with a Z-stitch and I'll be right back. And this is what I got. And of course you guys would have seen my dress before this one. And this is hers. I'm not sure if her little thick thighs could fit in here though. So we're gonna go ahead and have her try this on really quick. I cannot sell it. I did it! Alright, so that's pretty much it. Maybe there'll be a bonus where I, like I said, I'll try to do a headband and come back and show you guys if that works out for me. And if not, I probably won't be coming back. But thank you so much guys for watching. Please stay tuned for our next video, which will be mommy and me head wraps. And this is going to be really fun. So stay tuned for the rest of the series, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.